Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and Authentic Vocal, and welcome to another video. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So on the agenda tonight, we're jumping into the Authentic Vocal rabbit hole, where you'll only find genuine performances, real humans, no AI, no post-pitch correction or live auto-tune, anything like that. And tonight we're going to be taking a look at the Wandering Hearts, and they're going to be performing Burning Bridges. And if you don't know, this is in collaboration with BBC Introducing in Sussex and Surrey. So we get to enjoy the performances and just enjoy some real music. Now, this performance was recorded with a 360-degree camera, and all I've done is set the footage to rotate around. Because it's a 360 video, so at least we can look at everyone while the performance is going on. But let's have a listen.
We are the Wandering Hearts, and this is Burning Bridges. Lost in the fight that's no longer mine, story repeated again. Will we come through? Who's telling the truth? When did we lose our way?
I know you feel like you're the last one standing. You can't see, but if you put your hand in mine, it'll be alright.
So bittersweet, life set you free, lost my bearings. The turning of tides wash time aside, the fear subsides in my head. Must I pretend that we can depend on the singular heartbeat of one?
I know you feel like you're the last one standing. You can't see, but if you put your hand in mine, it'll be alright.
So bittersweet, life set you free, lost my bearings. I've tried it all, but nothing's worked yet. I've given all that I can give, and after all that I've been searching, can we put this thing to rest? Oh, my love, we're again burning bridges. So bittersweet, life set you free, lost my bearings. Oh, my love, we're again burning bridges. So bittersweet, life set you free, lost my bearings. Oh, my love, we're again burning bridges.
But getting through that, talk about harmony-tastic. And when I set it just to pan round, maybe I should have got it to pan round the other way, because AJ supplies the vocal when we're looking at Tim on guitar. So AJ is here, I believe. So he's supplying those verses. But the great thing is that we can see on screen exactly what's going on vocally. And if you haven't watched my videos before, this is pitch monitoring software, and it's turning the vocals that we're hearing, the lead vocal, into a line on screen so that we can kind of jump into it and analyze it. And that's what I do with these performances, but just performances that I'm asked to look at in general on my Wings of Pegasus channel and the Authentic Vocal channel, of course, because when we do zoom in to these lines, you'll start to see how we get this natural ebb and flow to the pitch of a vocal, because it is absolutely 100% live. And I mean, this is so stripped back, and it's a great live performance. So I'll just let this play.
Longer my story repeated again.
And you'll start to notice, if we are looking at the pitch monitoring software, how we are a bit of a distance away. So it'll look like we're, you know, perfectly over A440 quite a lot of the time. But when we do zoom in, that's when we'll see that natural variation.
Will we come through this test?
I mean, just that kind of thing there. We'll have a quick zoom into that and see what's going on. So, I say absolutely spot on. As close as you're ever going to get with a natural voice. Just, you know, slightly above, below, then absolutely spot on. And then we come through again ever so slightly sharp. We come down absolutely spot on. So these vocals here that are being hit, I mean, you can hear they are absolutely pitch perfect. But we can see that on pitch monitoring software as well. And you'll always get this reset that happens when you're looking at natural voices. So here, we're now maintaining a little bit sharp. We come down, you know, spot on for a split second here, and then a little bit flat. When I say flat, I'm saying that we are below the note and sharp is above the note. So it's not, you know, criticizing any singing. It's just literally explaining what we're seeing with these pitch lines. But I'll let this play through, and we are a bit zoomed in here.
When did we lose our way?
And I mean, here we are at the D4, and we've got this na 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 na, and you can see that that last part here, na, that would have been the C4, which is, yeah, I mean, pretty much between notes here, but still sounds, you know, just sounds spot on. Now, something that might fly under your radar is the matching that we've got here in stylizations and vocal technique, where we've got the lead vocal, we've got a harmony vocal as well, and these are the two female vocalists that are singing these lines, but they are spot on, not only with pitch, but matching each other. So just have a listen to this phrase.
When did we lose?
When did we lose? That little slide up. When did we lose? And that happens both at the same time, you know, in order to get it to sound like it's the same voice. They really do blend really well. Yeah, yeah. And there's even that Yahweh, Yahweh, which is kind of throwing the vocal into la. And this is where we get a little bit flat, but between the B3 and the C4 pretty much. But that little kind of entry to what would have been that D4, by overshooting it, both singers are doing that. And that's why you get such a great blend here. Listen again.
When did we lose our...
And dynamically as well, kind of leaning into it a little bit, you know, being in the same place dynamically. So yeah, this kind of thing you won't necessarily notice unless you start analyzing it or looking at it in detail, but these steps are absolutely essential. You've got to take these steps to get it to sound this good. Obviously, you need to be great at singing as well and hitting pitches, but you know, this is just, you know, the final details that make it sound like it's the same voice being repeated and harmonizing with itself when in fact it isn't. But let's just listen on. I mean, even at the end there as well. I mean, yeah, this could go on for years, analysing it in this kind of detail, but listen to the end. Matching vibrato. You know, you can see here really nice and even. And then at the end, they're both doing exactly the same thing.
I know you feel like you're the last one standing.
And this is really cool now because we've got the two male vocals coming in. So we've got Tim and AJ in there, and AJ supplying that now what is a lead vocal, and you can still see really accurate here. Just drift a little bit sharp, started bang on in between F sharp 3, G3, a little bit flat here, a little bit flat here, and this is exactly what real voices look like. As you guys know, on Authentic Vocal, we just look at genuinely live performances and just authentic voices that haven't been edited. So when you're listening to really accurate voices, and the best voices of all time are never on these lines all the time. We always get a reset. So if you start to see this kind of thing, this is what allows the voice to have expression and allows a singer to connect with an audience, because it's not something that has been programmed to be in tune. It's something where the vocalist is singing with a feeling, with an emotion, and that's where these notes sit and why they sit where they do on this graph.
You can't see, but if you put your hand in mine.
Again, dynamically, hand in mine, being in that really light place.
It'll be alright. Oh, my love, we're here again, burning bridges.
Yeah, I mean, this dynamic placement is so important for this kind of performance, where everyone's in that light, even head voicey place for the guys, burning bridges, that kind of thing, because it's so easy to take everyone out of the mix. And when I say that, if one of the male vocalists, for example, leans in a little bit too much and hit you with a burning bridges, and there's now too much, it's like now it's just a male vocal, so where did the other voices go? So that's what I mean, they're all on the same level. And when I say taking everyone out of the mix, you've now just got one voice, whereas it should really be four voices all blending together, which we absolutely have here. And when I say about the mix, this is just what it is. You've got the acoustic guitar and the voices being placed in relation to that acoustic guitar so that they can hear it, but then they can hear each other. So it's very much a conscious holding back of your own sound to blend with everybody else, to hear everybody else, but then allow the rhythmic elements on the guitar and that finger style, which we start out with, and then we change to the pick later on. But that flat picking gets a little bit more aggressive as we go through. And that's another thing we've got here. If we listen at the beginning.
Story repeated again.
And now towards the end.
Here again, burning bridges.
I mean, it is subtle, but there's a definite increase in volume, stepping a little bit more on that accelerator from a dynamic perspective, getting louder and leaning into the vocal a little bit more. So we've got this journey of the song as well, starting off quite light and then getting a little bit more involved at the end. But of course, with this style of music, it's not as if you're going to take everyone on a dynamic journey that's irrelevant at the end from where you started. Everyone belting and going crazy. That's not going to happen.
So bittersweet light set you free, lost my berry, oh my.
And even there, we're at this place. No. So it's very much still keeping this. It's not really going for it. It is kind of being in that middle road. But when you've started so lightly, you've now got somewhere to go. So you can still make a journey of a performance dynamically, because you've given yourself that space later on in the performance to then lean into it a little bit more. So I'm just hopefully holding the guitar in a way that you can see it. Because with the guitar, I mean, that's all we've got going on here. And, you know, the killer really is the fingerstyle with the kind of, you know, hitting those strings to kind of keep the rhythm going and keep it driving forward. And, I mean, with that, I mean, it's a lot of technique, because you're kind of striking the strings and kind of picking the strings at the same time. Kind of like that. But I haven't worked out the pattern. I'm just giving you a rough outline of the technique going on here. So, yeah, I mean, it will fly under your radar if you don't play the guitar, you know, how involved this playing is that's going on. And just quickly jumping in to the end. Yeah, you can hear how we're... Oh. We're now, yeah, more open dynamically, because we've got a pick going on. Yeah, really open now. And I know that you can't really see my hand, but it's just, you know, D, G, and I'm ignoring the capo here, capo first fret. But if you know your shapes, then if you're doing your D shape, that'll get you there, your G shape, and then your C minor shape, ignoring the capo, because the capo is going to take everything up. But if you're just ignoring that, and then going down to your kind of A shape here, then yeah, just follow those shapes. And I think that, yeah, the main thing is really getting that root note at the beginning of the chord. You know, getting that to kind of jump out. Just make sure that you're kind of giving it a little bit more with the pick. So there's a lot of stuff going on just with the guitar. But, I mean, it has to be at that kind of level, because it's the only instrument, so there's nowhere to hide. You've got to have the rhythmic elements going on at the same time, as well as just really clean chords, clean fingerstyle at the beginning, and then driving everything along at the end. So yeah, really cool performance here to take a look at, and yeah, this is the Wandering Hearts, and everything that you'll need to check these guys and gals out will be in the description below, so there'll be all the links there. And I think at the moment, they are a trio, so it means that Tim on the guitar, he isn't with them at the moment, at least that's what I gather from the website and the most current up-to-date information on the website. So they are, you know, out there playing live, so you guys can go and check them out if you do get a chance. If you're in the UK and they are playing close to you anywhere, yeah, you'll get this sound live, which is a great sound, great harmonies, and yeah, really accurate voices. So big thank you to BBC Introducing in Sussex and Surrey for sending this my way and for us to be able to appreciate this. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, and I will catch you guys at the next one.